In the previous lecture, we have studied about comments in C++ programming language, and we have seen the types of comments and how we can comment out things in a C++ program. And there I gave you a few exercises to find out what will be the output of those statements. So here in this lecture, we are going to discuss the answers or the solution to those exercises. So we will see what are the actual outputs and why are the outputs like that. Alright, so let's get started. So this was the exercise that I gave you. What will be the output of the following statements? So these were the 4 statements that I gave you. So here we see that in some there are delimiters inside double quotes and in some they are outside the double quotes and so on. So let's analyze each of them one by one, starting with the first one. So coming to the first one, it says stdcout and then within double quotes we have this /*. Now what will be the output of this? So let us go to Visual Studio Code and put this there and see what will be the output. So here I have written the complete program and here we just want to print this line. So it says stdcout and within double quotes it is written /*. So you can guess what will be the output while I compile this program. I'll go to terminal, open a new terminal. The name of my file is cex.cpp. So g++ cex.cpp. Now the program is compiled successfully. There are no errors. Now the output file is a.exe. So let's run a.exe and we see the output is /*. So though this looks like a starting delimiter for a comment, but it is enclosed within the quotation marks or this double quotes of the cout. So cout will treat this exactly as a string literal and it is going to print it out exactly as it is. So the output of this is the same thing that is written here, that is / and this asterisk mark. So as I said, since it is within this double quotes of cout, it treats this like a string and it just prints it out like a string. Okay, so that's the first one. Now coming to the second one, here we have again a similar kind, but here we have asterisk and then /. But again they are enclosed within the double quotes. So what will be the output? You can guess it. So let's go to Visual Studio Code and run it anyway to find out. So here it is actually * and then / or asterisk and then /. So let me save the program and now let's see what will be the output. Let me compile this program again. G++ cex.cpp. It got compiled successfully without any error. And let's run the output file a.exe and the output is */. So again, just like the previous case, since this is enclosed within double quotes of this cout, it is treated as a string and it is printed out just as it is. So that is why this is the output. So in this case the output is */. It is treated as a string literal. So that is about number 2. Okay, so now let's go to the third one. So in this third one we have cout and then first of all we have a /* here and within double quote we have */ and then we have a ** here again. Okay, so let's see what will be the output of this. You must have guessed it, but let's go to Visual Studio Code and we will put it there and we'll see what is the output and then we'll analyze why is the output like that. Okay, so we have come to Visual Studio Code and here I have written the same thing that we have seen there. So this is the same expression. Now let's try to compile this program. So I come here and the file name is cex.cpp. So let me compile it and here we see that it is throwing an error. So it is saying missing terminating character and again missing terminating character here. So why does it happen? It throws an error over here. So let's try to analyze and see why this is an error. So we saw that in this case the output is an error. Now why is it an error? Let's take a closer look at this expression over here. So here I have written the same statement but I have put some space in between in order to make you understand for better readability. So here we have this starting delimiter here. So if you notice here, this is a proper starting delimiter for a paired comment. And then we have this double quote. So this double quote is here and then we have this closing delimiter for the paired comment. So if you look here, this actually behaves like a comment. So this is the starting pair, this is the ending pair and this is a proper comment and because of that this double quotes will be ignored by the compiler. So this is ignored. And if you look here, we see that there is one double quote here and one ending delimiter here. So we see that this double quote does not have a pair. So whenever we write cout, if you want to print out something, it has to be within 2 double quotes. But here it's a single one because this is already ignored. So it is a single one and this delimiter does not have an opening delimiter. So that is why we see that there are 2 unterminated things over here. So like I said, this part, it comments the double quotes. So this double quote gets commented, and here we have a double quotes without a termination, and we have a comment missing the opening delimiter. So this is a closing delimiter, but there is no opening delimiter. So because of that, there are two unterminated expressions here, which causes the error. Now let's go back to our Visual Studio Code and see how can we fix this error. Okay, so let's think about it. How can we fix this error? So here let me put a little space for us to understand it properly. Okay, so this part, as we said, is proper. This double quote is commented out. So I don't want any error here. So what can I do? I can just have an opening delimiter over here as well, so that this also will be commented out. So I can write /*. Now if I do this, what will happen? We see that this also gets commented out. But here still there is an error. So Visual Studio Code says that there is an error. So even if I compile it, it will throw an error because there is a zigzag line below this semicolon. Now why is that? That is because if you see here, this is a cout statement and this double quotes is commented out. So this part is ignored by the compiler, and this double quotes is also now commented out. So this is also ignored by the compiler. So essentially we can say that this complete thing till here is ignored by the compiler. And there is just a semicolon here. Now in cout, we need to have something after this output operator, but nothing is there, but there is a terminating semicolon here. So because of that, there is an error. So in order to avoid that, what can we do? So this was what we put here. Let's remove that. And I can remove the error by putting one more double quote here actually. So if I put one more double quote here, now what will happen? If I put a double quote here, then you see that this double quote and this double quote, they form a pair and it is a complete cout statement. And because of that, this */ will be treated as a string within this cout, and this will be printed out now. So there will be no error. So let us see if I save it and run this program again, will I get any error? So we see that there is no error, and let me run the output file and we see that */ is printed. So this one gets printed out. So that is the way we can remove this error and print this one over here. Okay, so the question did not ask us to remove the error, but I'm just showing you to make you understand. Okay, so coming back here, now I hope you understood why there was an error, and we have also seen how we can resolve the error if we want to. Now in the last one, we have cout and we have this over here. So let's put this in Visual Studio Code and see what is the output. Okay, so I have put that over here and we need to check what is the output. Now you can just take a moment and pause and see if there is going to be any error here or what is going to be the output. Okay, so let us first compile and see if it is going to throw any error or if it is going to give any output, or is it going to be just empty. So here let me clear the current terminal, and here I'm going to run the program again, cex.cpp. So okay, there are no errors. The program got compiled successfully. Now let me run the output file, and the output is /*. Now where is /*? There is a /* somewhere that got printed properly. So let's go and analyze this and find out why the output was this. Okay, so coming back to this, we saw that the output was /*. So let us analyze this expression a little closely. So here again I have written down the same thing, but I have put some spaces in between for better readability. Now let's see. So here we see that there is a starting delimiter of a comment and there is a closing delimiter of a comment. So this part is commented properly. That means this double quote here is within proper paired comment delimiters. So because of that, this is ignored. And here we see that within double quotes there is /*. So because of that, this is treated as a proper cout statement because it is within the proper double quotes. So this is what actually got printed here. And again, if you see here, this is a starting comment delimiter and this is a closing comment delimiter of paired comments, and we have this double quotes inside it. So this double quote also will get ignored. So this is the only thing that remains, and the syntax is proper, so it gets printed in the output. So as I said, this part, it comments the double quotes, and here we see that this /* inside proper double quote pair, and because of that it is treated as a valid string literal and it gets printed. And here again, this thing, it comments the double quotes. So because of that, this part is ignored, this part is also ignored, and here within this double quotes we have this /* which gets printed correctly. So we see that there are no errors here, and this is the output. So I hope you have tried this out as an exercise when I gave you in the previous lecture. So if you have tried it out and have found the answer, well and good. And if you have not found the answer also, here you have the explanation for it now. Alright, so I hope this lecture is clear to you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.